Happy 100th anniversary to the Walt Disney Company, one of the oldest animation studios out there. For this video, I'm going to be reviewing books that are solely centered around Disney animation. This is going to be a very special episode, so let's get started. This book here is called Disney's Animation Magic. Before we continue, I'd like to give a special thanks to Kesh from Kesh Arts for bringing this book to my attention. In his video, My Favorite Art Books for Inspiration. Go check him out if you haven't already. The book was written by Don Hand, the producer of beloved Disney classics such as Beauty and the Beast and The Lion King. The book says The Lion King was an original story, but it's actually based on Hamlet by Shakespeare. Chapter 1, The Idea, goes over the pre-production parts. It also tells about what kind of Disney characters are in the movie, what kind of songs there are. It even tells how the central action and central theme are important to the story. Chapter 2, The Creation, takes us through the production pipeline, goes over things like background design, layout, animation, cleanup, even talks about digital production in CAPS, which stands for Computer Animation Production System. It was an animation software Disney created to do digital ink and paint. From the pictures I've seen of it, it kind of looks like Microsoft Paint, but with animation capabilities. Chapter 3, The Finishing Touches, goes over the post-production of the movies, such as editing and the final music. But it also tells you how you can be an animator. It also tells you what books to look into for reference on how to be an animator. In the book, there's a part that says, it's hard to imagine Aladdin's genie, Alice's Wonderland, or a flying elephant named Dumbo appearing in a live-action movie. If only Don Hand had predicted Disney would actually make them appear in live action with live-action remakes of their respective movies. This is How to Draw Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the book. The book takes 2 pages to tell about the making of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Disney's first theatrical film. The main purpose of the book is to teach you how to draw Snow White characters. Here are a couple pages that I found to be quite interesting. The interesting thing about this page is the eyes start out as cartoony eyes, but they become realistic. This book was copyrighted in 1993, so about 30 years ago. This next book I want to share with you is called The 9 Old Men by Andreas Deja. Some fun facts about Andreas Deja. He was best known for animating Gaston in Beauty and the Beast, Jafar from Aladdin, and Scar from The Lion King. He was named a Disney legend in 2015. He's the one that drew the cover of the book. He was inspired by The Jungle Book to work for Disney at age 10. Each chapter of the book is like a mini biography for each of the 9 old men. The book goes over the careers of the 9 old men. The book also goes into detail about some of the 9 old men's iconic scenes. The book has never before seen drawings from the classic Disney movies, like story sketches, model sheets, etc. In case you don't know, the 9 old men are Les Clark, Wolfgang Reitherman, Eric Larson, Ward Kimball, Milt Kahl, Frank Thomas, Ollie Johnson, John Lounsbury, and Mark Davis. They were the ones that gave us the 12 Principles of Animation. This book right here is the Encyclopedia of Walt Disney animated characters. The version I have here is actually the 3rd version. This book tells about cartoon characters from the Disney shorts, the Disney television series, and the Disney movies, all the way up until Hercules. The encyclopedia even goes over a little bit about the movies. If you want to get serious about doing Disney animation, this next book I'm about to show you is going to blow you away. The Illusion of Life, Disney Animation, by Frank Thomas and Ollie Johnson. Unlike the Bobby's World book I reviewed a few videos ago, this book is the biggest book on animation and goes into extreme detail about the production pipeline. It has this removable dust jacket that has a little information on it. This is what the book looks like without the dust cover. The book has 575 pages, divided into 18 chapters. More than 92 of those pages go over techniques that you'd usually find in books like the Animator Survival Kit and Character Animation Crash Course. Goes into great detail about what the 12 principles of animation are, except for the mysterious 13th principle called the plausible impossible, where something that would seem impossible in real life is plausible in the cartoon world, like eating a giant dinner all for yourself, or getting squished by an elevator when it's going up. The book goes over the procedure used to create the Disney movies back in the day. It goes over how to properly use live-action reference. Has 10 flipbook animations on the top right of the right pages. Goes over the history of Disney animation mostly. The very end of the book has more animation notes, such as the general outline of animation theory and practice. It has a page on action analysis, character handling. It even goes over how to animate certain characters like Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, Pluto, and Goofy. Well, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Happy 100th anniversary to Walt Disney Company. And I will see you all next time.